Heading into the trade deadline, the Hornets were just 10-41 on the season, and felt as if they had no direction. Two key players, LaMelo Ball and Mark Williams, had been out for extended periods of time and didn't look close to returning. Miles Bridges and rookie Brandon Miller had both picked up their level of play, but it still wasn't really resulting in any more wins. So the team decided to sell off some of its veteran players, trading Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, and PJ Washington before the deadline. It felt as if they just got some scraps back who could maybe soak up some minutes, but the players they got in return have been balling, and the Hornets have won 4 straight games with the new group. They've almost won half as many games they had going into the deadline since, and the team has just been drastically better and shocking a lot of people. It all starts with the hometown kid, Grant Williams, who has been fantastic with Charlotte so far. He's averaged 19 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 2 assists in his first 4 games with the Hornets, shooting 49% from the field and 42% from 3. He's been the spiritual leader of the team in the face of these new-look Hornets, but the Mavs essentially traded him because he yaps too much. Then you have Tre Mann, a former first-round pick at guard who couldn't crack the rotation for OKC. He's always been seen as a scorer more than anything else, but he's been an all-around guy in Charlotte. He's averaged 13.5 points, 7 rebounds, and 6.5 assists with the Hornets, while shooting 47% from the field and 50% from 3. He's been showing off a lethal stepback, and looks like he learned some high-level space creation from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander during his time with the Thunder. I've also liked what I've seen from rookie and former Euroleague MVP Vasilije Micic, although he hasn't been efficient, shooting just 41% from the field and 30% from 3. However, his playmaking has been huge, as he's putting up 6.5 assists in just 22 minutes per game to go along with 9 points. If you extend it out, he's averaged 15 points and 11 assists per 36 minutes with Charlotte. The new guys look good, and just getting some competent NBA players in the room has gone a long way in making this team more competitive. The Charlotte Hornets are entering a new era. Now let's take a deeper look. Before we get into the new look team in Carolina, if you enjoy my content and watch a few videos of mine, think about subscribing. 96% of my viewers are actually not subscribed, so if you watched me before and enjoy the content, drop a sub and comment down below. It really helps the channel. Grant Williams repeated the same gesture with both hands, with a precision reminiscent of guiding a Boeing 777 into a gate at an airport. This occurred as the Charlotte Hornets made their way towards the bench during their 115-107 win against Utah at Delta Center on Thursday night. Williams' repetitive motion, resembling the writing of an imaginary letter, served as a symbolic defense of his teammates, particularly in response to Tre Mann and Nick Richards receiving technical fouls earlier in the game. This action drew the attention of Williams and the rest of the Hornets, signaling a shift into protective mode. Yeah, especially when frustration builds up, the former Providence Day star said. Referees are human the same way we are. And when you are irate and go at them, they tense up the same way. So sometimes another voice can help. And also, I'm just very big on making sure everybody is consistent. In the situation that Tre was dealing with, I was like, bro, keep your head, I got you. Go to the bench and don't say another word to him, I've got you. Williams serves a role beyond that of a fill-in referee for the Hornets. Since his trade from Dallas to Charlotte alongside Seth Curry in exchange for PJ Washington, he has swiftly integrated himself into the team's essence. Against Utah, he showcased his prowess with a 24-point performance. Despite his role as a bench player, he has consistently scored in double figures in all 4 games with the Hornets, a feat he achieved only twice in his last 12 games with the Mavs. G. Willie, affectionately dubbed by Miles Bridges, brings a plethora of assets to the Hornets' repertoire. Bridges expressed leadership, toughness, greater IQ, talk, all of that. Everything that we needed. He's been great for us. Hopefully, he can keep it going. The same sentiment extends to the Hornets as a whole. Spearheaded by Williams and Mann, the new lineup has propelled Charlotte to a 4-0 record, marking their longest winning streak of the season. Williams played a pivotal role in achieving a milestone the Hornets hadn't seen in nearly 2 decades, securing a win in Utah. Not since 2006 had the Hornets triumphed on Jazz territory, but they finally shattered that long-standing drought. They even rallied from a 7-point deficit in the fourth quarter to clinch the win. Such successes were rare before the roster shakeup at the NBA trade deadline earlier this month. The Charlotte Hornets have entered a new era, and it's featuring Grant Williams. Thanks for watching. I'm Herm. Have a good one.